Welcome to Surviving Business Success. As you know, owning or running a business is extremely complex and always challenging. Much of your time is consumed by the business running you instead of the other way around. I compare it to a saying that commercial pilots have. Their job is hours of routine and repetitive activities punctuated by moments of sheer terror. There are issues common to most small businesses. These 5 are the most overlooked. The answers to the questions can be the most critical to your success. We'll begin to address them in this presentation. I've been operating my business for more than 3 decades. My wife calls it a 30-year startup company. Unfortunately, her assessment is correct. Every 4 or 5 years is a shift in the markets, economy, technology, customer needs, human dynamics, or some disaster that forces you to change some aspect of your business. As a consultant, I can correlate drastic business changes to events such as 9/11, the economic crisis of 2008, and web-based business models. Some changes are profound and life-changing. Others are evolutionary. Successful business owners learn to plan for the unseen and to continually evolve as technology and customer needs change. These traits are the foundation for surviving business success. My goal is to share my rich background and experiences with business leaders who have the passion to operate a business that is successful, rewarding, and contributes to society. Over 4 decades in my work with more than 700 companies, I've documented clearly identifiable steps in the evolution of most organizations. I call it the 60 steps of a business life. They range from the initial entrepreneurial idea to the sale or sunset of a business. I've worked with companies ranging from entrepreneurial startups to giants like Dell Computer and Ford Motor Company. This model is a synthesis of typical steps, not an absolute roadmap for a particular business. I urge you to keep a copy of this chart in your self-assessment file. It can help you to identify where you are today and what business challenges may be in your future. It can also help you decide just how large you want your enterprise to be, and if you're in it for the long run or planning to sell it at some point. This video contains a sampling of issues facing most small and growing businesses. I've chosen some of the most common issues for this presentation that can make or break a small business. For each, I'll discuss the specifics of the issue and then present some recommendations for dealing with them successfully. I call my solutions Think Outside the Globe. Thinking outside the box is so 20th century, and much of the advice and training you've received in the past may no longer be viable. These recommendations are not a magic pill, but are offered as roadmaps for you to differentiate yourself from your competitors and to make you stand out with your customers. Let's start with balance. Are you the business? Does every activity require your intervention? Do you administer the activities of the business, or are you the engine accomplishing every task? The first example of thinking outside the globe is for you to define each process within your organization. What are the process steps? What are the desired outcomes? How do you measure them? From these process procedures, create roles and responsibilities for each. Do not create roles around individuals because individuals likely will work on different processes. Create roles that must be followed by whomever executes a particular process. Create measurable outcomes for each role and hold everyone accountable for these outcomes. Enforce the procedures and roles unilaterally and without exception. Now, you can begin running your business as a business. As important as defining your business is defining who you are, what your vision is for the business, and what your mission plan is for achieving your goals. The majority of business owners unconsciously assume that their workers will somehow absorb the mission and values through osmosis or by example. They will only make assumptions of what you expect from them and the business. Without a defined vision and mission, they will likely attempt to transfer experience from previous jobs and create their own version of what is expected. Chances are that you've never actually made the time to assess your vision, mission, and values and document them. If you've not done this step and communicated them to everyone around you, you've created a model for disappointment and failure. This is something you likely can't do alone. Thinking outside the globe is helping us help you conduct a vision, mission, value identification meeting and create a plan for implementing it. We've presented two examples of how business issues can become business growth and success factors by thinking outside the globe. Apollo Business Solutions has a vast toolbox that can help you achieve your most ambitious goals and solve your most impossible problems. Call today for a complimentary 1-hour consultation to determine if you're ready to create an organization that runs itself or continue with one that runs you.